So you just finished high school and you're about to embark into your first realm of adulthood, but what do you do first? You get into college. Hey guys, welcome back to Kev's World. In this episode, I'll be going on a memory trip to my college days. I just realized that I have not actually talked about my college times, whereas I did videos on my high school life and also videos on my university design works. Man, it's been so long since I graduated from college. I'm old now. I did it all the way back in 2013. Most Malaysian students will graduate from high school at age 17 and start college at age 18, which is what I did, and I wanted the shortest possible college route ever, and that was the reason I chose the South Australian Matriculation Program, or SAM, over the famous A-levels, which is about 1.5 to 2 years. I'm not wasting my time on that. So without further ado, I'm going to get into what this SAM program is. I'm going to set the tone by saying that it was very hard for me and also for many of my friends. To start with, SAM is an internationally recognized pre-university program from South Australia that lasts about 10 to 12 months. You can use this foundation to enter most university degrees. It's administered by the South Australian government, so if you're planning to go to Australia, this is probably a favorable foundation to have. And the main feature is, it is comprising out of 70% coursework and 30% final examinations. So it's way different compared to A-levels, which is 100% examinations. For me, I find the most interesting aspect is how the grading works. They go by something called ATAR, or Australian Tertiary Admission Rank. So basically, if you look at this chart, they kind of add up 4 best subjects and 50% of your last weaker subject to get something called a ranking. So it's almost like a percentage, but not really, whereby they use this ranking as a number to determine how much better you are compared to the rest of your peers. So for example, if your ATAR is 90, it means you scored better than 90% of your peers. How strange is that? So there are many combinations you can choose in this program. The thing about me was I did not know where I wanted to go after college. It was sort of like a blur. So I chose the most safest choice for all Asian children to please their Asian parents, which is the science package. I took chemistry, biology, psychology, the mandatory maths, and also English as second language, or ESL for short. Since I didn't know where I want to go, this was basically a safe net for me since it had chemistry and biology for most of the science careers, which leads to the main segment, why is SAM so difficult? You have so much coursework to do. Just look at this chart. You have summative assignments, lab reports, essays, presentations, quizzes, monthly exams, and it all just meshes together at the same time. Like literally, you're doing all of these things at the same time. So it's very hard to kind of balance yourself and give a clear headspace, because you must be really good at multitasking different things compared to what we used to do in high school, which was just learning and regurgitating from the textbooks for exams. For SAM, you actually have to learn the syllabus and do your reports simultaneously. Like you learn and you do the quiz. You learn the syllabus and you do a presentation. So I guess most students kind of suffer from this kind of new style because they're not used to it. I'm going to give you an example of what usually happens for me. So let's say you have a monthly quiz on a Monday, and at the same time you have to submit your lab report that's worth 10% at the same day. Which one are you going to choose? If you're going to pour all your heart and mind into your lab report, you don't have time to study for the quiz, and if you study for the quiz, you don't have time to do the lab report. So by the time you submit the report, you don't have time to study at all, and you kind of end up failing. And imagine that for the other 5 subjects. You have a presentation that is on the same day as a quiz. You have a lab report that's also the same day as your online assignments. It gets wild really quickly, and I have to say for me, it was also a struggle, and I kind of burned out here and there. Another main aspect about SAM is you are actually learning your course syllabus at the same time. So for example, in biology, you have 10 chapters to learn in a year, and each takes about maybe a few weeks. What happens is the lecturer just teaches and expects you to study at home and learn, read up, to kind of like refresh yourself after the class. But you don't have time to actually study back what you've learned because you have an assignment due waiting the next day. So it's kind of like a chicken and egg. You can't do the assignment without fully learning the syllabus, but you can't fully learn the syllabus because the assignment is interfering with your time. And because of that, it kind of rolls over and over to the point where I can't even do anything like my lab reports or do my presentations because I have not studied, and I couldn't study because I was doing the assignments. The main thing you must notice is all of these coursework that you do throughout the year is worth 70%. So all your monthly quizzes, your presentations that you do, it will add up to 70%, and if you just miss one, it can lower everything. Like if your presentation was worth 10%, if you didn't do it right, you might score 10% less. The last 30% comes from the final exam at the year end, which is I think about November or December. And this one is really the killer because it can make or break your whole grade. If you fail your final exam, it's gonna totally ruin your whole score. And I find that although there is less pressure from this compared to A-levels, which is 100% examinations, you are already burned out from your 70% to even do the 30%. That's my life. But when you do finish, you will get a certificate that looks something like this. It says South Australian Certificate of Education with your name on it. This is the breakdown of your scores in aggregates where they'll add up. Records of achievements where they give your scores individually. And for yours truly, I scored an ATAR of 93.25 out of 100. Yep, I sacrificed so much to get this score. And when I look back at it, that really almost killed me. I don't know how I did it. It was really a lot of sacrifice and studying. But I have to say, one of the key moments that I maybe enjoyed from SAM was the bonding with my friends, because for this whole structure, you're with the same group of classmates, maybe like 20 or 30 of them, for the whole entire year. They go through everything with you, the sweat and tears, the pain, the joys and laughter, all together. And it's really fun because you grow such a strong bond. Or you can just hang out after class, go to the malls together when you have time. You just connect so strongly in this program. For me, I'm really glad because I still keep in touch with most of them after the course. It's been more than 5 years and I'm still in contact with them. Another highlight of my SAM program was, I think, the SAM Carnival, where we did kind of like student booths, open day kind of thing. And my class, I don't know why we did it, but we did a haunted house. Yeah, let's look at it. We literally dressed up as ghosts and we decorated one of the bigger classrooms. We covered all of it with black plastic bags to make it look like it's hallways, and we took so long to do it. It was crazy, but man, those were the days. It was really interesting. In the South Australian Matriculation program, do I recommend it to people? In my opinion, no, because you will struggle a lot. And if you're not a person who is good at multitasking and learning literally on the spot, I don't recommend you to do this. You will suffer a lot. Do I regret doing SAM? I think not really, because despite the struggles and challenges, I did learn a lot. The presentation skills that I've learned helped so much when I went to university, because we would present almost every week in SAM. And it really helped my writing skills for doing reports. Reminiscing about my college days is nostalgic, but I really enjoyed it. I hope this video really educates and inspires you guys who are keen on doing this course. You may actually find out more online. And for the rest of you, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys subscribe to the channel if you liked it, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!